So it's like
Yeah.
that really encourages people to come to work sick.
Yeah. I mean, I have a decent amount of paid time off. I actually just asked my boss last night because it's coming up on the new year, and I have a thing, unlike other employees, I plan out my entire year. And I'm like, all right, here's all my vacation requests at once. Enjoy, take it. Welcome to Chattalyst. Hello, everybody. Uh, let's see. Today's what, the 20th?
Yes.
Happy start of the Yule season ish. 12 days of Yule. Tonight will be Mother's Night, and then tomorrow's winter solstice, and that whole shebang.
Nice. I'm very excited to hit winter solstice and very gradually start lengthening the days again.
I am so
Though,
excited for sunshine again, aside from obviously right
yes,
now, but long days. I miss them.
I really, really miss them. But I need to like look up the science because I feel like it kind of gradually gets better, and then there's a part of the year where it rapidly changes.
I could tell
Um,
you.
yeah, and I think it happens the other direction too, where the days kind of like gradually get shorter, and then kind of like rapidly over the course of a few weeks.
Yeah. I will pull out my moon calendar, whatnot, which also tells me daytime stuff, and you can dive into your stories because you said you had some. Also, this is our Christmas episode technically, so
That's
Merry
right.
Christmas if you celebrate. Happy Yule, Happy Hanukkah,
All that
all
jazz.
the other holidays that are around this time of year that aren't just Christmas. There
That's
are
right. That's
several.
right.
Yeah. All right.
So on Tuesday night, there was a storm. I don't know
Yes,
if it
there
hit
was.
your area.
Oh, oh
Yeah.
yeah. My power went out.
Okay. Okay. So, I did not even notice the power go out because I was asleep.
Mm-hmm.
But when I woke up, I got a text from my district saying they had closed school because they all of the power was out in the district and they weren't confident they could get it back on in 2 hours. So that was the first time ever that I've had a school closure due to power outages. Um
Oh,
so once I found out that, I went outside and took a look. Thankfully, we didn't get very much damage. We have a part of our fence that was already falling down. It fell down the rest of the way, and there was
oh.
trash. Not a ton, but some trash strewn around because it was trash day. So everyone had put their trash cans out the night before.
Mm-hmm.
So half of our trash cans were knocked over. So I got some
Yep.
gloves and went outside and put that back in order. Um, and then later that afternoon, I went to the grocery store. Well, the grocery store near me had apparently had to remove all of their refrigerated and frozen food because it must have been without power for long enough that everything had to had to go. So that was insane. I
Yeah.
had never seen a store without any refrigerated or frozen. It's back up now, which is very
Yeah.
impressive that they managed to get enough inventory that by the time I went last night, the shelves were stocked again. I was like,
Oh, I feel so
"Damn."
bad for that staff because I know what store you're talking about.
Yep.
Yeah, that had to have been an absolute shit show. Because I worked
Oh,
at
yeah.
my store when the power went out. Granted, it didn't go out for like 24 hours or anything like that. Or I think long enough to damage too many things. Granted, I also covered things and then left. I'm like, no, this is out of. I'm going home. This is the end of my shift. I covered the stuff.
Yep.
I'm leaving.
Yep.
But my store got hit by lightning, like a direct
Whoa.
strike of lightning, and so all the power went out. It was like a big boom, and then lights went black, and we all just like
Oh boy. You're like, oh,
um,
this is the end, I guess.
yeah. But no, that store, that's crazy because that store is very busy. I'm
Yeah.
sure they probably had to pull everything that was on the shelves. And then I'm assuming, because what happens when that happens is they have refrigerator trucks that come out. And so they probably managed to get enough stuff onto the refrigerator trucks that when the power came back on, they were able to just unload it all and then fill the store bright and early in the morning, which means all
Refrigerator
management
trucks.
was busting their ass that morning.
Wow. All hands on deck. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
god. That is insane. Okay, that makes sense. Refrigerated
Yeah, they
trucks.
have
They must have had to
special.
haul
Yeah.
everything out. That would have been exhausting.
Yeah. The other
It
thing that
was
they do
funny,
is
yeah.
they try covering stuff. So they'll take
Yeah.
like film, plastic film and stuff, and they will like the cheese kiosk, they just kind of tarped it over it and they'll tape it. And then for the cooler and freezer doors, they will put big X's of tape on it and be like, "Don't open this," which then customers get mad because they're like, "Well, why can't we open it?" It's like, well, motherfucker, guys.
So that can buy you some time until the power comes
Yeah,
back on, basically.
to
That
kind of
makes
trap
sense.
the cold is what they try to do. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Not only was everything off the shelves, but most of the lights were off.
Mm-hmm.
They had some backup lights that were, I'm being sure,
A
being run by the
generator,
generator.
probably. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it was spooky. It was kind of funny because not after I entered and saw what was going on, the woman behind me came in because I took out my phone and filmed just a little bit of it because I was like, I've never seen it like this before. I'm gonna
It's
take a
spooky
little
for
video.
sure.
And her mouth was agape, and she got her phone out and started filming as well. I was like, yeah,
Yeah, it's a
yep,
phenomena that you guys don't normally get to witness, and also unless you work in the store, you don't see the store with its lights off that
yeah,
often.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad I don't live in an area affected by hurricanes and
Oh
stuff like
yeah,
that
no.
because I'm sure that that is a much more frequent occurrence
Yeah.
for them.
I could not imagine
But
living
yeah,
in Tornado Alley. I couldn't do it. That's crazy.
yeah. So the storm was pretty crazy, but luckily, like it, most people like didn't have any lasting issues with it. But yeah,
Yeah,
we have a storm makeup day now that we're gonna be
of
making up just
course.
like a snow makeup day.
Yeah. I'm actually
Yeah.
actively watching the wind shake the tree outside my window right now. As my city is windy normally.
Mm.
So we definitely got hit by the what they say 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts or whatever was going on.
Mhm.
Because I woke up at yeah. So okay. So also for context for listeners, we live in Washington. So that super duper fun atmospheric river definitely did a number. We're more in the metropolitan areas, so we're not well, she is. I'm a little less, but we're not in the huge flooding zones, which I wish all of those people the best. And I
Uh,
hope that they can
yeah.
get their stuff, they can have like housing of some kind, because that shit sucks.
Yeah.
Um, but for
We
my
still got a ton of rain, but we
oh
didn't
my
get our
god,
homes flooded.
yeah. I've been keeping an eye here because I have. See, there's the lake, obviously, and then there's a river that runs through here, and so we've been keeping an eye on that river and
Mm.
being like, "Don't flood,
Yeah.
please."
Please, please, please.
Um, but yeah, my my story from that day was I woke up at 1 a.m. Cause what was it? Was it? It was Tuesday.
Tuesday night, yeah.
Tuesday night. Okay, so yeah, I went to bed and I ended up waking up at 1 a.m. and I didn't even notice that the power was out. I just heard
Yeah, because it's nighttime.
yeah, and I was asleep. So I don't care. But I heard noises like something hitting my window. I heard some stuff and I was like, "What the fuck?" is happening? And so I look outside and I see that the tree is like going crazy, the one out front that you've seen. And it's like, okay, yeah, it's windy, I guess, whatever. And I went back to bed. I went to look at the cameras because I have cameras around my house, and I couldn't connect to the cameras. It's like, why can't I connect to the cameras? What the hell? And then I looked at my alarm clock and it was off. And it was like, oh, the power's dead. Okay. And I had an email from the power company being like, hey, power outage. Estimated time of renewal be 3:30 p.m. And I was like, I'm going to bed. I'm gonna leave everything off. There's nothing I can do about this at 1 in the morning. And then I kept waking up because I kept hearing the noises outside. I did. My
Mm.
deaf ass kept hearing the noises outside. And it's like,
Yeah.
what?
You know it's loud then.
Yeah. Well, and apparently on my front porch, so I have a string of like kind of outdoor, not Christmas lights, because they're just like yellow bulbs, but they're along my porch. Well, the wind had taken one of the strips down and blown it across the window, and so it's hitting my window. It was
Oh
like,
god,
oh,
I hate
okay.
that.
Um, yeah, when I went outside the next morning to assess the damage, my trellis had blown over and taken like one of the planters with it. The other one was still
Oh
up.
god.
My greenhouse survived. So,
Good.
hey, that's the one thing I kept checking because it has blown away before, but now it's a lot more secured, so I think it's fine. Um,
Nice.
and then my chairs in the back, they had blown, but they had blown into a mass of themselves, and so they were just all like congealed. So I was like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna leave those there, and since it's windy again, I'm like, you can just stay until the wind stops, because if I don't, you're just gonna blow over again anyway. The power was back on when I woke up by 7 a.m. So at
Nice.
least for me, I know there are a lot of places south of me in your city actually that didn't have power even when I got up later because I went to go get a tattoo that day. So I had to check in with my artist and be like, hey, did your shop have power or are we rescheduling? Like, are we still good? And she's like, nope, we're good. And I was like, okay, cool. And she had told me that her bins also blew with the wind. It was like, yeah, mine didn't, but that's because I didn't have mine out. Mine are safe over there. Yeah.
Yeah.
The pine tree, though, out front, dropped a nice big branch on the fence
Uh,
again.
yep.
Yep. Luckily, it was more on the sidewalk side, so I just like pushed it off the already bent fence from the last time a branch had fallen from that tree and just like
Mm-hmm.
pushed it on the sidewalk. I was like, all right,
Yeah, the street cleaners can get that
that's
when they come
their
to pick up all
problem.
the branches.
Yeah. I did steal like a little bit of the smaller ones though for myself. But it's like, yeah, I don't. That was crazy. And then yeah, so much rain. Driving to work on Thursday even because it was still going then. So much rain and so much
Yeah.
wind.
Yeah, the rain sucked. I got my feet wet 2 days in a row at school and just had wet feet for the whole day
Oh,
because there was not really any way to avoid it walking outside. So I did buy some waterproof sneakers,
oh
and
nice.
though they're less comfortable than regular sneakers,
Yeah,
um I think I'm gonna keep them because I did wear them the other day when it was raining super duper hard and they worked. So I was like,
nice.
this is preferable to having wet feet the whole day.
Yeah. Well, and once you wear them enough, hopefully they'll like be a little bit more comfortable after you've
I think
broken them
so.
in. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. It's
And-
that or rain boots, and I can't really run in rain boots. So it's hard to do my job. Yeah.
yeah.
Our school did not have internet for Thursday and for Friday,
Oh.
which wouldn't have been too big of an issue if teachers had, known well in advance,
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, I need to like have everything printed, all my lesson plans done for Thursday, Friday, well in advance. Obviously, they didn't know that.
Mm-mm.
So they were really screwed over. Like, I know that I rely back when I taught gen ed classes, I would rely on the internet to like find worksheets, find ideas, print stuff, use videos, use online
Mhm.
materials. So they were completely screwed over Thursday and Friday.
Wow.
And those were really rough days in our building. Yeah. Can't even show a movie if you wanted to. You because a lot of people were hot spotting off their phone, but that's usually not enough to stream video.
Yeah.
Uh, I hot spotted off my phone so I could play music. But yeah, Thursday and Friday were rough. Our whole district's internet were down for
But you guys
2
had
days.
power, right?
We did. The power only went out while we were at school for like 30 minutes in the afternoon on
Okay.
Thursday. But that was spooky. My para was in a small group room with a student, which doesn't have a window. And when the power went out, the light went out, and there's no light. It was just absolutely 100% pitch black in
Yeah,
there.
that's a little rough.
Yeah, and the some of the classroom had absolutely no light. The gym lost 2/3 of its light, and then, like, 1/3 of our lights were on, and then
Mm.
my closet was completely pitch black, which made it a little hard to find things. Um, but thankfully, yeah, it wasn't the end of the world.
I
But,
think
man,
you
I was
guys
so
need
ready
to
to go
bring
home at the
back
end.
the wheel-in TVs, and then you grab a fucking
Yes!
VHS tape and you slap it in there, and you'd be like, "This is what we're doing today because there's no internet. Enjoy the
Yes.
movie."
It made me wonder, like, if our computers are compatible with those, like, USB DVD drives. I think those are a thing, right?
They are. If you get an American-made one, probably you might still have to install like a driver or something.
Oh, so you would yeah, we're not allowed to install pretty much anything on our work computers,
Mm.
which would make it
You
difficult.
could
So it's
talk
like
to the your
yeah.
principal or whoever and be like, "Hey, is there a way that we could like do this?"
Yeah,
And maybe
yeah.
they can get one approved
To
through the
try
actual
and trying
school.
to convince IT would be interesting. I'm sure IT gets lots of requests of like, "Can I install this? Can I install that?" I wonder what that's like. I've never tried to make a request. I was able to install Spotify on my old work computer. I wonder if I can install we got new computers this year, so I'm gonna see if I
Ooh.
can install because then they might let me download my music so that I don't have to hotspot next time if we lose internet. But yeah, now we're like, "Oh, we need to have backup plan." Like it used to be our backup plans were, "Oh, everybody's staying home. We need now to make all of our lesson plans online." Now we're like, "Oh, apparently we also need backup plans if there's no internet." Hey,
Yeah.
I don't mind teaching without the internet as long as I know in advance.
I mean, and you're
Because all of my
also in the gym too, so
yeah,
yours
I was really
a little
lucky.
bit easier for
It
like
was much
internet.
easier for me.
Yeah.
I was not nearly as screwed over as the other teachers. But like one of the teachers was complaining in the chat and another teacher was like, "Oh, I've been teaching before the internet. It'll be all right." I'm like, "Okay, but yeah, that's great." And I also, taught without doing my stuff online, but I use the internet to online plan
Yeah.
and get resources and
It's
materials.
also the fact of, yeah, you can do it if you have enough time to know that you're not going to
Exactly.
have the internet so you can prep.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, that sucked real bad. Um they better have the internet back in January. Be kind of
Yeah, I was gonna
hard
say
not
you're
to.
done now for like the year, right?
Yes. Yeah, this is affirming the reason that I'm a teacher in the school that I'm at is cuz I get 2 weeks off and I'm
Ooh.
so freaking happy about it.
Oh, do normal schools only get like one for winter
Oh
break?
no.
Oh, okay.
No. Every all
It's
teachers
like
are on
what?
the same schedule as me.
Okay.
But yeah, and whenever I want to quit, I just remind myself that I have more days off than the typical
You
American.
do. You do have the
And
stresses of dealing with children and
yeah,
other people's children, but you do get also a
it's worth
lot of
it.
time off.
It's worth it. Yeah. Teachers do have a really high burnout rate
Oh, I'm sure.
because yeah, but at least we're not like nurses who have all of the shitty work situations but then work ridiculous hours.
Yeah.
Like I can't imagine doing that kind of job. I would quit so fast.
And are expected to work those ridiculous hours without complaint. Like it's yeah.
Yep, with way too many patients. Yeah.
And with things in the
Oh.
health industry changing and getting shittier and shittier by the day, and
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah, if they continue to make education worse, at a federal level, I would continue working in my job until they touch my days off. If you start touching my days off, that's when I'm like, "Oh, this is no longer worth it
Go
anymore."
be a teacher in a different country at that point. Be like, all right, we're
Yeah.
moving. Love you, family, but I'm gonna take my skills to a place that'll pay me
S
and treat me better.
So speaking of a different country, we took Kellen to the park on that day off, because
Mm-hmm.
it was actually kinda nice out after the storm for a bit. And yeah, there were branches, that had already been cleared off at the park. The park actually looked pretty good already by the time we got there, and it was fun, and there was a cute family there. And we found this on the ground,
All right,
a
what is
$10
here? Scoot it
Canadian,
over a little bit
bill.
to
Doot,
your.
doot,
Yeah, there you
doot,
go.
doot, doot, doot,
Oh,
doot,
that's
doot.
cool. I haven't seen a Canadian
I had
bill.
never seen a bill like this. So there's that, yeah,
Nice.
that plastic see-through part.
That reminds me of
It's really
the
pretty.
Australian bill that has that too, kind of.
Yeah.
Wait, does it smell like
Yeah.
maple? If
I can't believe you got me to smell the $10 bill.
I had seen a thing somewhere. Okay, in my defense, I think seen a thing somewhere that I feel like they could have been fucking with people, but they like scratched the
I think
maple
we both got
leaves.
trolled.
Yeah, and it smelled like maple.
We both got trolled. That'd be a hilarious security feature that you have to add scratch and sniff to your bills.
That'd be awesome.
Scratch and sniff in magazines.
Well,
That was so
that would be
fun.
awesome until it faded enough, and then it's not awesome
True.
anymore.
True. Yeah. And it was a really cool dad with his two kids. And she was very that one of the kids was very interested in our little toddler,
Oh,
and he reminded her like, "Oh, we have to ask. We don't touch other people without permission." He was being so
aw.
good. And I was like, after they left and we found the bill, I was like, "Oh, damn. Do you think that was his?" They were so nice. They were probably Canadian. But he was like, they were like almost out of the park. I would have had to sprint to like catch up with him, and then like,
Oh yeah.
you know, for it's $10, it's like, and it's not even legal currency where we
You're
are.
true.
So
It's
it's
not
like,
$10 here. It's
yeah.
funny paper
So I was
money.
like, you know what? It's okay. I think that they'll live
I
without
mean,
the
to
ten
be
dollars if
fair,
it's theirs.
when I was in Australia, granted, I did wait to see if anybody came back for it. But when we went to watch the sheep shearing, there was a $5 note on the bench, and Tamika noticed it. She's like, "Hey, here you go." It's like I looked at it, I was like, "Oh." So that's how I got mine too.
Lucky.
Yeah,
Nice. Nice.
to add to my collection of foreign currencies. I do love it. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping. I haven't looked more into it. Is this weather crap over soon? Are we going into our normal winter yet? Is that. Which I also don't like, but I
I
would prefer it to
guess
this.
I guess we'll see. Like, I don't see a storm warning,
Okay.
but this isn't showing me. Oh, I guess I can look at wind speeds. Monday 11 miles per hour wind. That doesn't sound too bad.
Oh,
No, things look pretty normal.
okay. And then I also
Uh,
got to see the stuff
oh.
about the what vibrations of a volcano underwater off the coast of Oregon going off. And I'm like, oh
Ooh.
no.
Oh
All
my.
right, we got our volcanoes, we got our atmospheric river.
Whenever
What
I end up
else?
going on the news because of my weak spirit and I give in, I get all the food recalls. That's what
Oh,
shows up in my feed.
I get
Like,
those anyway because I work with
yeah,
food.
true. You actually see all the food
I get
recalls.
emails. I'm like, I
Mhm.
don't want it. It's never the shit I buy, at least, but yeah.
Yeah. There was one thing that could have been something I bought. It was the So Delicious caramel ice cream.
Ooh.
For small stones. And I was like, that actually kind of
What?
makes sense though, because the ice cream has whole cashews in it, which is why I don't get it very often because I don't really want to eat the whole cashews. I eat around them.
Oh.
Um, but yeah, if you're dumping whole cashews into your ice cream, maybe you missed some pebbles. I get it. Don't do it. You gotta be more careful next time. So delicious, you're in big trouble. But I can see how it happened. Possibly. Maybe.
Cashews don't grow on the ground, do they? Are they legume or are they not? I thought they
Let's look it
grew in
up.
a. They're like the bottom of a tree plant. I'm pretty sure.
Cashew plant.
Which makes me question how the hell did pebbles get in there?
Okay, you're absolutely right.
Okay,
They
yeah, I was
grow.
like, I don't think they're like a
Yeah, no,
peanut.
they have no excuse.
Yeah, why are there
How'd you
pebbles
get
in the ice cream?
how'd you get little stones in there, huh? Tell me. Oh, they look so cute and they're
They
growing.
do.
They really do. They're so cute. Everybody go look up cashew plants and you're gonna be delighted.
No, I'm pretty sure I know that one because yeah, the whole thing about people in peanuts and being like, well, no, peanuts are a legume, so they. It's like yeah,
I
cashews
don't
grow in a tree, and then.
I'm not really a nut person. I'm not really a bean person, though. I will say I do love my dairy-free products that are made from almonds and cashews. Those are good.
I wish I liked almonds. Well, actually, no, I don't. Almonds are expensive, but
That's true. Nuts are
yeah.
expensive.
Well, I like pecans, and I like.
Oh yes, pecans.
Do I like cashews? I like cashews enough, I guess. Yeah, almonds are not my thing. I don't like them.
Yeah, nuts are really high in nutrients, but they're very high in calories as well. So you have to like them to want to
Yep.
to go for them. Yeah. And I
Man.
can't find any dairy-free chocolate-covered almonds anymore, so
Oh, that's sad.
yeah. It's alright, I've got other yummy dairy-free options, so
Oh, that's good.
there's just I've been spending way too much on food lately, though, so we gotta cut back a little bit.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you do have a family of three, so.
Yeah, Kellen has started to get a little bit more picky.
Mm.
Um, he's more aware of the foods that exist. And now we're starting to get to the point where when I eat treats around him, he's like, yeah, I'll take some of that, please." And so usually if I eat a treat and he's really focused on it, I'll get him like a banana or a cereal bar or some other snack. And that is currently he's sated by that. He's like, "Okay, yeah, I got something of my own." That's not gonna last for much longer.
No.
And Alex is like, "Oh, yeah, you're gonna have to cut back on treats," and I'm like, just to be clear, that's just because he knows that I want that for myself, but I'm like, "No, I'm just gonna eat them in the bathroom."
That or be like, no, you do the parent thing. You lie. You say, no, it's spicy. It's spicy, you won't like it. Sorry.
Last night, we did let him have a little bit of candy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's
And he
cute.
asked for more, and we were like, "Oh, we don't have any more." He does actually take that pretty well, that, like, if our hands are empty of the food
Mhm.
and we've given him all that we have or empty of the container that we were feeding it to him, he's like, "Oh, okay, I guess there's none left, yeah."
Well, that's good. Oh,
Yeah. He, added a new word to his vocabulary last night.
yeah?
Car, which he
Oh,
pronounces more with a "g" sound, so it sounded more like gar,
gar.
which is very funny. Um But yeah, he really wanted his Hot Wheels, which we supervise him because those are
They're
one of
small
those
enough, yeah.
not under 3. There's a lot of toys that toddlers wanna play with that aren't technically made to be safe for under 3, which basically means they're not safe to put in your mouth.
Yeah.
So you have to just watch your toddler to make sure that once they put them in your mouth, you're like, "They're mine now." Um And yeah, he was pointing to him like, "Oh, can you say car?" And he's like, "Gar." I was like, "Yay!" And then because he realized he had learned a new word, he was just going gar 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 gar, which he does with apple as well. He goes appa apple appa appa appa. And Alex took advantage of that by saying, "Kellen, what's your favorite Avatar: Last
Oh,
Airbender
God.
character?" And he's like, "Appa." It's like, "Yeah, appa."
That's funny.
Yep.
Oh, man. Yeah. It's been crazy. Congrats on your being on break and vacation now.
Thank you. It just makes me wish that every other person had the same amount of time off as teachers do. I know that there are countries that have more extensive time off and like there's like certain parts of the year that like everybody takes off at the same time.
Yeah.
So I wish we had that culture. That would be nice.
Yeah, that would be nice. But then our country would fall apart until they fixed everything. So, you know.
We also have the kind of culture as a part of that where at least I do this, but like you when you have sick days, you don't use them for the days that you're sick. You use them on the days that you want to take off because they don't give you any paid time off. Well, they give you like the tiniest amount of paid time off.
um,
So it's like
yeah.
that really encourages people to come to work sick.
Yeah. I mean, I have a decent amount of paid time off. I actually just asked my boss last night because it's coming up on the new year, and I have a thing, unlike other employees, I plan out my entire year. And I'm like, all right, here's all my vacation requests at once. Enjoy, take it. This job's a little weird because they only have it right now, I think, up until April. But
Oh, right. You can't request quite that far in advance. Yeah.
I can and can't. It's gonna be interesting because the last time I did this, it was fine, and I was like, here are all these because I have my expos, I have my everything else. So I'm like, here's this. Well, this year I'm like, all right. My aunt and I are planning on going to Scotland in the fall
Hell
September
yeah.
time. Yeah, so it's like, hey, how much vacation time do I actually get? Because I'm trying to plan out the year and I need to know if I'm able to take time off for 14 days or for 10 days plus whatever else. And then she also sent out an email to everybody. She's like, hey, just remember your vacation time doesn't roll over with this new job. So it's lose it or use it or lose it, which is
Oh my
annoying.
gosh.
Yeah.
That is yeah.
Yeah.
That's difficult. It makes it hard to plan a long trip or a long thing because
Yeah.
you can't use it from the previous year. So, do you the ones that you have saved now, do you have to use them by the end of the December?
No, I have to use them by the end
Okay.
of they go off of like a fiscal year or something for their end of the year.
Okay.
So theirs is I believe April is the end of their
Okay.
year.
At least you have some time to use those
Yeah,
days.
I'm
That's
gonna
good.
take like a 3 day weekend or something
Nice.
a couple of times if I can find some time. Yeah, that'll be
Hell
fun.
yeah.
But for the travel stuff, I did finally I did this what I'm gonna consider a smart move, probably, where I opened a new credit card. I know. But it's a flights card. So
Nice,
like
nice.
through Alaska. So I can actually go get miles and then actually commit to traveling because that's what I want to do.
Hell
The one thing I
yeah.
gotta look
Nice,
forward to. So
nice.
I'm like, no, I want to travel. I want to do it.
Woohoo!
So yep, yep.
That's exciting. That's exciting. Good, good, good.
Yeah.
I am noticing, sorry, this took me a while to notice that at least on my end, the audio and
Oh.
your visual is a little desync.
Oh.
I mean, it's not a big deal. Obviously, we're on a podcast, so most people are just
Um.
listening to this in the background anyway, but I don't know if that's on your end or just my end.
I don't know. My camera did a thing. So hold on. Maybe see if it wants to work or if it froze. See, me attempting to fix
Oh.
it froze it all together. No.
Ah, yes. It was offended. It was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Do you think there's something wrong with me?
Yeah.
Well, I'll wreck your entire life."
Hmm. You pointed it out. Now it's upset. This is staying in because I don't care, but
That's right. That you get the full experience.
they do. Of me fixing things and just being half confused. Why is it being weird?
That's the full streamer experience. It's really funny when you watch big streamers, and you see the parts where they have to troubleshoot shit, and you're like, "Wow, it doesn't
Oh
matter who you are. The biggest streamers also have to deal with annoying tech issues."
yeah. That Actually, honestly, it makes me feel better when that happens.
Yeah, yeah. You're like, yep, no one's immune. Doug just announced that he's stopping making YouTube videos. He has a team that helps make them, but
Oh.
he's like, yeah, this isn't really what I want to focus on anymore. So he's which is the same thing Germa did a while back. And it's kind of inevitable because it's so time consuming and energy intensive to make high quality YouTube videos that I am not surprised
Hmm.
how many big YouTubers uh once they started streaming for long enough were like, okay, yeah, I don't want to keep doing this anymore because I don't have to, and I have other projects I want to work on. And they're like, yep, you get clip compilations and other like other type of videos. Because yeah, high quality edited YouTube videos um are really energy intensive to make. So for the people that still make those, I applaud you because that's difficult for not that much reward. Because you end up usually getting probably the same amount of ad revenue that clip compilations do.
Yeah.
Grapefruit, one of the video goodness, YouTubers that Alex and I like to watch, just made this long, really well edited comedy documentary about NES Zapper games.
Hmm.
So if anyone's into that kind of content, go watch it. It's really fun. But I I kind of feel for him because like I hope it gets a lot of traction. I hope it gets a ton of views and a lot of ad revenue and people get to enjoy his content.
Hmm.
But yeah, I feel like there's probably just not as much reward for putting in the extra effort on YouTube nowadays, which is too bad. Because I do like the high quality content that people be putting out.
Why did it break my thing? I'm not listening to you anymore when this
That's
happens.
okay. That's all right. This is just for the listeners at home,
Um,
right into your ear holes.
I mean, yeah, it is and isn't though, because what the fuck is happening? My camera is just frozen in only OBS.
Oh,
You
interesting.
can see
Yeah,
me.
because
I
I
turned
can
off
I
my
can see
camera.
it. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I turned it off and back on. Um, you're also gonna hear some audio sounds. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I almost said chat. Don't worry about chat. It's
Don't
fine.
worry about it, chat. It's okay. Chat
Um,
is now used that way anyway.
yeah. So you just get to see, uh, Sariah. You get to love her beautiful face because I am, I guess, not allowed to move.
I haven't worn makeup for like 2 weeks. And it's not because it takes a while to put on. It doesn't take very long to put on. It takes a while to get off.
Oh yeah.
So, like at the nighttime, I wear waterproof makeup too because it stays on better as I'm like running around and stuff. I use my makeup wipes. I've also used gels to makeup remove, and I've found that the wipes just work better for me. But whatever
Yeah.
works well for you, that's great.
This
So
is
I
my
wipe it
still.
off. I scrub my face. I
Mm-hmm.
go to sleep. I wake up. There's still like even if I work to really try to get in the nooks and crannies, as I sleep, the rest of the particles that were on my lashes and my lids come off, and that means that I have to wash it again in the morning. So I'm like, that's the part that I hate doing is having to scrub it off. And that's why I haven't worn makeup for 2 weeks.
I mean, my amount of makeup, granted, I guess it's changed a little bit. When I do my podcast on Sunday, the true crime one, I more often than not, I guess, will put on foundation because their house is really warm. So, and I obviously get really warm really easy, so my face will get red and flush, and it doesn't matter.
Gotcha.
And I'm like, I would rather that and not be on the podcast if possible. So, the foundation I use is very nice full coverage. So, that's
Nice,
great.
nice.
But yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to think of how I'm going to have to fix this for
It's
the
all staying in.
Patreon.
Every
Oh,
minute,
this is
every
staying in.
second.
I'm not re-recording this. I'm not editing it out. It's not worth it. Also, because I don't know
It's
exactly what I'm
wabi
gonna have to
sabi.
do.
Have you heard that word before?
I
While the
have. What does that mean?
Yeah. Well, I think it originally refers to art of Japanese pottery
Oh,
where
yeah.
you purposefully break and then reform.
Yeah, yeah,
But yeah, it's like it's broken and beautiful.
yeah.
And the imperfections are what makes it gorgeous and perfect and amazing. Well, perfect might not be the right word, but
Yeah.
hell yeah. And can my
Um,
husband hear my baby crying?
oh, no.
I
Are
do
they
feel
in
bad
this?
because usually the first one, at least on the weekends or if
Mhm.
I have time off, the first one asleep is also the one that wakes up. And I was the first one asleep last night. So technically, I'd be the one to help Kellen out, but I'm busy. I hope Alex got some sleep last night. Kellen has been on a sleep schedule where he falls asleep around like 5, 6, 7. And it's shut up, kids.
No.
Uh,
Why
that's been
would
my
you
whole
do
week.
this?
Oh my god. And then moving right along. Yeah, he wakes up like an hour, maybe 2 hours later, and then he's up for some amount of time after that.
Okay.
So he's been going asleep at 1, 2, even 3 a.m.,
Wow.
which has been rough. Yeah. Especially for Alex, who's the one that has to stay up with him. Um Now usually he does sleep in, so Alex is able to sleep in. Um But yeah, especially if he ends up waking up in the middle of the night, it's not ideal.
No, that sounds like it.
Yeah.
That's rough. I mean, I'm only awake today because Rooney decided I needed to be up and awake by 8 a.m. So
The
I let
dog
him,
decided.
yeah. Oh, yeah, no, because
How's Rooney's little ouchie doing?
it's still healing. I mean, now his toe nubs look like an actual toe nub, so that's good. So
Oh,
I think it was a little bit more
good.
damage than I had originally thought. Um,
Mhm, mhm.
but so it's healing up now just fine. It's still gonna take a while for like the actual nail to form, but
Speaking of our
yeah.
son's ouchies, a few days ago, Kellen fell and split his bottom lip a little bit, or
Ouchie.
top lip, but it didn't look too bad at first, right? It was just bleeding a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
However, it isn't even, like, fully healed because as he eats, as he moves, whenever he rubs his face, it keeps reopening and reopening and reopening.
Oh
And we
yeah.
can't really keep his hand like, that's not really realistic for us to, like, keep safe. So we're just kind of relying on it to close over at night and, like, heal at night when he's, like, but
Mm-hmm.
he's rolling around at night. I think he might still be touching it at night because last night, when we looked at, or I guess in the morning when we looked at his bed, there was some blood on it because his
Oh.
little top lip was bleeding. Not a ton, of
Mhm.
course, but we are like, poor kid, it just won't heal all the way. It's a really stubborn little
Well,
cut
and
on
it's
his
the
lip.
mouth too. So, and he's a baby still, so I'm sure he's slobbering up a storm, which also isn't helping. And
He
yeah.
has a cold.
Oh
We all have a
no.
cold. I'm pretty much over. I for some, yeah. Well, I mean, I think I know the reason. It's because I work at a school,
Yeah.
so I get sick first. Then Kellen usually gets sick. Then Alex gets sick last.
Yeah, that
I
makes
don't know
sense.
why it's this way, but that's just how our immune systems work. But thankfully, it's usually staggered enough that um, I can catch up the slack. So like they take care of me first, then I take care of them, and we just go around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's definitely because you work at a school. It's absolutely.
Yes, I am the weak link when it comes to diseases in our home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's not ideal. I mean, I'm luckily not getting as sick from retail, which I'd fucking knock on wood. I hope I don't. Because getting the random general public's illnesses is not a good time. I don't appreciate it.
It's not good.
And
It's
I
not
also
fun.
usually give people a really weird look when they get super in my bubble. I'm like, hey, can you like take a step back? You're right up on me. Please leave.
Yeah. Yeah, the older you are, the more experience you have, the more you kind of don't give a fuck what other people think, and just you're willing to just kind of just be like, No,
Yeah,
no,
unfortunately,
I'm
on the flip side of that, the even older you get, as long as, well, not all old people are like this, but there are a chunk. They'll just start hacking right in front of you. I'm like, can you, like, in your direction, no mouth covered, and
yeah,
like, can you
come
fucking
on.
do
Cover
something,
that up. Cover that up,
please,
guys. Cover that up.
please. Oh man,
Basic decency.
yeah.
Gotta cover them coughs.
There's
Yeah.
some gross people out there. There are a lot of great people out there too. But there's some gross people out there, and like, can you
True,
just
true.
not?
Yeah, and when you're in public, you don't get to pick and choose. You
Nope.
just
You get
have
all
to
of
be
them.
around others. We went to the mall last night, had a really nice time. Took him to the little play area downstairs. He ran around. He got barreled over by a couple kids
Yeah, that makes sense.
because there, it's a free indoor playground. It's very small,
Mm.
but technically there is a pretty strict height limit, but that's never ever followed.
Oh.
And by strict, I just mean that it's supposed to be for like ages like 4 and under.
Mm.
But there's always kids older than that, and I get it. Like, there are other indoor playgrounds, but they all cost money, and the sun sets at 4:30. And so if you live in an apartment, like the only real options for your kid to run around, um, for free is, I guess, kind of like the mall. Like, um, so yeah, your options are pretty limited. So I get it, but it is a little annoying to watch the other kids, yeah, knock over my son. Not on purpose, of course. Um, but yeah, we had a good time, but we definitely heard a lot of kids saying 6 7 there.
Oh no.
There was a chorus of 6 7s. There was
Not a
indeed.
chorus. No.
There was a chorus.
Oh god.
Yep.
Let's see what else happened here. I have a fun idea for the Patreon if I can get my camera to work.
Okay. All right.
Um, because obviously I got a tattoo, as I mentioned, on Wednesday, which was a lot of fun.
Okay.
What?
Which one is the tattoo?
Oh, it's on my
Is it
upper back.
okay? Gotcha.
Yeah. It's right between my shoulder blades and on my spine, and like it's a tree.
Oh, amazing, amazing.
Yeah, it's really cool. And normally my artist had given me like I realize every time I go get a tattoo, there's a new way that has come out for people to just like help the healing process along. So it was
Right,
like
right.
ointments and wrapping and all that stuff and keeping it moisturized. And that was my first, well, for, yeah, both my first tattoos. I mean, I have the one on my ribs, but that one isn't the main one I think of is the Majora's Mask on my forearm. So that was wrapped and keeping moisturized and ointment and yada yada. And then the other one I had, I remember her saying something about normally I have XYZ, but just keep this covered and then keep it moisturized and you'll be fine for the Cowboy Bebop one.
Right.
And this time, she had basically it's for listeners, it's basically second skin. I think it's like an off-brand second skin or something like that. But yeah, so that's what she has, and it's this film that they put over your tattoo to keep everything off of it. So underneath that film, it heals up. It goes through the healing process. And she told me to keep it on for like 2 to 4 days, and today's day 4. So I'm like, all right, well, I can just take it off. It's going to be an experience though, because I get to do it by myself. And it's in my
Oh no,
upper
yeah, it's
back.
on your back.
Yeah.
That's gonna be kind of annoying.
Luckily, I'm pretty flexible with my arms and my shoulders. So like I was expecting I was gonna have to moisturize and ointment up this tattoo. So I was thinking of ways to do that. But no, so I just have to
Using a
peel it
paint
off.
roller.
Honestly, I was in take it with a grain of salt. I was scrolling any tips on how to do that when you're alone, and there was a dude who apparently used a paint roller and took the ointment and put
Yeah.
it on there and just would paint roll his back.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Only if you have a very specific kind of paint roller, as another
Yeah.
comment pointed out, because if you get a bunch of little fragments of stuff in your
Oh.
tattoo, yeah, that could be pretty bad.
I guess at that point, it's just better to use, like, a spatula.
Yeah, you could just slap on a spatula. That would be fun. Um, but yeah, so for the Patreon, I could just try to take off the second skin, but only if the camera works.
Camera, work with us.
We'll see how
We
painful
believe.
that is too, because I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I wonder if there's anything that'll make it less painful.
No, probably not. I
Yeah, I guess you could soak it in water, but of course you can't do that on camera. But
Yeah, but
yeah.
also if I were to soak it in water, then I feel like it would be harder to grab the edges of it because the edges are right up
Mhm.
against my skin. And
Mhm.
if it's wet and slippery, nah, this sounds like too
True.
much of a hassle and a mess.
True, true.
Yeah, so you'll also, I guess, get to see it. I thought you saw it when Alex raided me the other day. I think he saw it.
Sorry. Yeah, Alex must have seen it, but I was
I didn't know if you were part of
otherwise
that group. You're
occupied.
all good. No, you're fine. Cookie saw it too, and he was like, "Oh, that's awesome." Yeah, no, it was fun. I went in expecting it to hurt because obviously everybody's experience is different. Um, I'm chill with tattoos on my spine. That does not bother me. It's almost nigh
Wow.
enjoyable. I just like I it was great. I
That's
was like, all right.
wild.
Um,
You were just getting some acupuncture.
yeah, pretty much. Just very violent acupuncture. uh it did hurt though, the fleshy areas like around the shoulder blades when it started to touch there, that's when it hurt.
Oh, I
It got
see.
spicy and I was like, oh no, okay. So I
Mm,
just take a deep breath and hold it for a minute, and then she passed over that spot, and I'm like, whoo, okay. Yeah, the rest of it was good.
nice, nice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, tattoos are fun. I recommend. Unless you have a very small pain tolerance, and then maybe I don't recommend. Take some pity on your artist, because if you're squirming and squealing in a chair, I'm sure that just
Yeah.
makes it even harder than it needs to be.
Yeah, at that point, maybe something really small and lots of numbing cream
Little
or
baby
something.
tattoo, and don't put it anywhere that'll be considered painful, like your wrist. Get a little tiny thing on your forearm, maybe the fleshy part of your forearm, or try to think where else. I think I heard bicep is also fine. Like that's also not that
Alex
painful.
got his on his like kind of upper shoulder and
Yeah,
said it didn't really hurt very much. So
yeah. What is his again? I forgot.
it's a little Game
Obviously.
Boy
Oh, that's right. I'm
because
like,
his sister
obviously I
has the
forgot
DS.
because I was like, now you need to get one. He was like,
Oh
I
no,
have one. I was like, oh yeah.
it's so funny. Yeah, no, I'm terrible at remembering people's tattoos. And they'll tell me the full story of like what the tattoo means to them. I'm like, that's awesome. You ask me 2 days later, I have no fucking clue. I need to find some way to store that information more efficiently because I am
That's fun.
terrible at remembering it.
I will say I usually have mine so far out in the open that they're very noticeable and they're kind of a part of me. Like if I envision me, I'm like, oh yeah, two tattoos on the forearms and then colored hair and glasses. There you go. Yeah.
Sounds
Cause
like a police sketch.
yeah. Cause you know I have tattoos. I'm sure you know one of them's probably colored or something or game related, but then yeah. But yep,
Definitely.
it's a fun time. All right, I'm gonna kind of cut this, and we can move on to the Patreon, and I can try to brick my technology into fucking
Here we
submission.
go.
Because, damn, that's rude of everything happening right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. All
How
right.
dare it?
How dare it? All right, everybody. Take care of yourselves. Sorry about the camera mishap halfway through, but at least you got to see Sariah. I'll catch you all on the Patreon. Peace.
Bye.